Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the walkthrough part 2 for level 4, Billstown in The Last of Us, where we find 12 artifacts, 1 training manual, 3 Firefly Pendants, 2 Shiv doors, 1 safe, and 2 optional conversations. Yeah, quite the mouthful. We're starting off right where we left off, which is right where Bill gives us the shoddy bow body, and we're in this kind of little underground hallway area. He also kicks down with the nail bomb, which is nice. And we'll go ahead and toss that in the bag. I don't know how that really fits in your bag with all them spikies and the fact that it's a detonator, but we'll go ahead and ignore that and stuff it in our bag anyways. Over in the left-hand corner, we've got tool level 1, and we didn't really think about adding those. We weren't sure if you guys were really going to be that keen on those or not, so they're shown in the video series throughout, but we don't really make notes of them. If you guys want notes of them, make sure you tell us so we can mark it and add them to our timeline links. Otherwise, right now, they are just part of the story. So, as mentioned in a couple previous movies, we will be speeding this up a little bit more and not spending as much time on the cutscenes and other things, except for a couple just to rub it in Doug's face, because Doug was the one that complained to us saying, why do you have the cutscenes when you're ×2? You can't understand them anyways. You might as well just cut them out or make them slow. Well, we didn't want to cut them out, so the only other option Doug gave us was to make them slow. Anyways, hopefully you guys got a chance to see our new post we put up yesterday. And if you're watching this in 6 months from now, guess what? You missed it a long time ago. And basically what we have started is we've started some trophy collectible guide walkthroughs. There will be achievement guides as well for the games that support achievements. But this game, as you know, is a PlayStation exclusive, only showcasing trophies. So there is a walkthrough textual. There potentially will be pictures and videos attached to it. All the trophies, all the info, all the collectibles in a text walkthrough if you guys prefer those. And you can find that at our website, HappyThumbsGaming.com. And there should be a button right at the top that says walkthroughs, trophy guides, perhaps. I don't know. We'll have to go back and double check that. But that section of our site is still in beta. We might not focus a whole lot on the future in that, but if you guys find it useful, then we most certainly will jump on board and keep that going. All right, now as we progress a little bit more and we're in the church, walking through like the cathedral type area, we'll go ahead and walk off to the right and sneak into his little masturbatory shack. You can tell there's some dirty mags and some sticky mobiki on the ground there, but most importantly, there's a note. So we'll go ahead and grab this. This happens to be artifact number 25, as you can see down in the corner, and it's the bomb's note. So after a quick reading, we'll toss it in the bag, and we'll progress to go check out Bill. So you might have noticed the speed is a little bit faster. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. I'll play a little song for y'all, but maybe not. Apparently, I don't remember how to play the piano. All right, so I'm going to craft a few items, and I'm going to head out. So once we hit the ground, we're going to immediately run to the right and then take a left. You can charge the guy that runs at you on the far right once we're running right, but my advice is to go left. And you see me, I actually go right and make that choice here in a second, but you'll see. Dead pile of bodies there. One would think that you're supposed to talk to her about those, but it didn't seem to work out that way. She makes a comment, but there's no optional conversation, so and we've been told, too, that the information we originally were given was incorrect, and we're still learning, too, guys. We're not always correct on all these things. So if you have some information for us that is either proven to be not correct in our video or you have something else that we haven't gotten to yet, please, by all means, tell us so that we can be familiar with that and add that or put a little excerpt in to make sure that everybody else knows if we made a mistake. Because, hey, we're not perfect, but we try to be. So with your help, we'll achieve that. Couple clickers giving us some problems. Again, if you're smart and you can stay alive and you're not in a hurry, you definitely can utilize the characters that you have to help take the bad guys down. If you are low on ammo, per se, or whatever, you don't have to use your ammo. You can kind of get Bill to shoot him and whatnot. But there are a couple guys down here, and I probably shouldn't have thrown my Molotov on just one. I probably should have waited and thrown it on two. So you can see there's another guy over here, but we've got some ammo, so we'll go ahead and use it. I can tell you, though, that I think it was this area that I kind of wasted excess ammo on, and that later in the game it really hurt me because of the fact that I was not able to, well, you'll see when we get there. I had very little health, and I had very little ammo, and in the end, I got lucky and I made it out, but it was so lucky that I actually have no health whatsoever, not even a speck of health. But that's not till like level 5, I think, so we'll get to that another time. All right, the third area right here with the clickers. We've got another couple clickers down here. I thought there were supposed to be 3, but apparently there's only 2. And, you know, if you got some bombs, use your bombs. Like I said, I'm kind of using Bill to shoot these guys, as well as, you know, here you can see me luring him back to Bill. I don't remember if Bill finishes him off or what, but he definitely puts a hurting on him. Look at me throwing bricks at this dude. That ought to piss you off if you're a clicker, huh? They're pretty smart, too. They definitely have good sound following skills. See, look at him go. See, look at him go. Booyah, booyah, booyah. I think I get in there, too. Give me some of that. Yeah, that's right. I'll take those weapons. Thank you. Actually, it was just some shotgun ammo. No weapons. All right. As soon as you get down that third set of stairs in this little foyer area, you'll head to the left, and, yeah, well, look for the bird fountain, and off to the left you'll find it, and then right in that same area, you can find a melee weapon if you're running a little low. Then follow Bill through the double doors and watch this horrible edit. Boom! You like that? You like how Ellie turned into Bill there? That was classic. All right, so this was a little sketch. You try not to get seen here because you will get rushed upon, and it's not that fun, to be honest with you. But what you can do is kind of get them all in the corner and smack them around a little bit. Hopefully all 3 of you will be fighting, otherwise you won't really stand a chance. Because one of those guys screams and tips off the other ones, and yeah, it's a mess. Alright, so use your Batman sonar to find out where the other guys are. As you can see, there's a couple out there. Highly suggest using some of your supplements to buy the distance of that radar, the focus, or the listen, whichever you want to call it. And, you know, if you got some arrows, one might recommend some arrows here. Instead of missing, I take a horrible shot right here in a second. Boom! And I miss. Oh, psych, I hit him, but it doesn't matter. They all come charging at me. I used to be a decent sniper back in the SOCOM days, but that was a long time ago. I haven't really been a sniper for quite a while, so I apologize for my inaccurate sniping. Oh, look at that no-scoping. Bio! That was one of my favorite things to do back in the day. SOCOM 2, no-scopes. Oh, yeah. Alright, and they just keep on coming, so make sure you just keep on throwing punches. And we'll progress into the yard once we get all of them taken out here. And as you can see down in the corner, there's a Firefly Pendant, if I can say it right, coming up here, and it's in the far right house in the laundry room. So before advancing and going too far, make sure you climb the top of the hill and find your way into the laundry room. Now, if you stealthily killed the guys out front, then you might run into some baddies in here. But because we were loud and proud, we actually tipped them all off, and they all came chasing out after us. So there may still be a scraggler somewhere, but all in all, we should be pretty clear. That goes for you, too. And I don't mean the band you, too. I mean, like, you also. All right, so there's a couple items in the garage, and we were having a hell of a time finding the laundry room. But guess what? It's to the right. There you go. So when you come in the front door, you're going to head to the stairs, which is basically right in front of you, and then take a right, and you'll see it sitting there on the washer and dryer. Booyah, shout. Add it to the bag. All right, so now we'll go ahead and make our way down the next stretch. And there isn't another collectible for a couple minutes, so if that's all you're here for, feel free to use the quick timeline links down below. If you are just hanging out, trying to see how we get through this, then you're welcome to stay and hang, of course. We like your company. It's fun having people to hang with. And we'll go ahead, and obviously the threat here is the clicker, but I think the bigger threat is my horrible shot. You can climb up on top of this roof out here, but as it'll prove here in a second, they do follow you. So be ready to be rushed upon, but this kind of slows them down. It appears as though they could only get on 2 ways, but if memory serves me correct, there's another way onto the roof. I can't remember. Yep, there it is. Somehow they get up there. Maybe he just snuck in the back door. Either way, I'm kicking his ass off the roof because it's King of the Hill, bitch, and I win. It's just how we roll over here. All right, let's get some good swing time in, some monkey bars. Once you're done with that, we'll go ahead and head down to the other garage that's actually right down below the house. And once we get in here, we'll find a couple crafting items, what looks like an explosive tank. I haven't shot any of those yet, since you don't have a lot of ammo and you don't really see a lot of tanks. I haven't even tried to shoot one to see if they explode. My guess would be is that they do, but at the same time, unlike like a SOCOM game where they're spread everywhere, it's hard to tell because they're not in really opportune places. At least they haven't been so far. All right, going back up along the right-hand side of that first house, we're going to keep on to the next yard. And over by the barbecue area, there is some health. So if you're low on health, make sure you grab the old fruit can. And then we'll make our way into the garage right down below that. So we're basically just making our way down the street, just pilfering everything we can in all the open houses. And quite a few crafting items and a couple arrows can be found in the front garage. And then we'll go ahead and move on out and move to where we're supposed to go, through this other little shack and through the door, which turns out we can't get through. We have to actually send what's-her-face through the doggy door. So we'll do that here right now. Yeah, it's tied. That's not a bad idea, really. Just a simple bungee cord. You'd think that would suck because people could open the door and get through, but realistically, it's better than nothing. And not such a good job of the doggy door situation here. I mean, obviously zombies aren't smart enough to figure that out, but, and not that we're dealing with zombies. I mean, they're just infected humans. A little different, right? Jeez. Know your zombieology. Dub. All right, so I got it all figured out. Couple dudes right up front, including a clicker. In fact, I think there's multiple clickers right around the corner, if I remember right. So we'll go ahead and we'll try to throw a bottle to distract them all into one area. I tried to put it like right in front of the door so that when they ran out of the door, they ran into the fire. And it kind of works out. I wouldn't say it was my best toss ever, but, looks like 3 out of 4 got. Maybe 2.5 out of 4. And he almost gets me, but I kick his ass with my butt of my gun. I butted him. Look at this. Now I'm over in the corner switching. Man, I need to upgrade that switch weapon thing because that takes too long to do that. Look at me running. Run. I do run. All right, blast his ass. Nope, I'm saving ammo. But I'm getting tired of waiting, so. Pow! Right in the kisser. And we'll get a couple of bullets for that nice little takedown there. And we'll make sure there's nothing in the little outside area there, which there doesn't appear to be. So we'll move inside, and we'll grab all the items that can be found in the house, starting with the first bedroom. Nada! To hell. This door should be locked. Nothing good in there. Want to take a bath? Nah. Let's move along. We don't have a rubber ducky. No rubber ducky, no bath. Isn't that how it works? All right, a couple items in the what appears to be maybe the kids' room. It's not very kid-like other than the teddy bear, but teddy bear might be a dead giveaway. All right, so once the house is clean, we'll go ahead and move our way out, and we're actually getting pretty close to some collectablage. You like that word, collectablage? I don't think that's actually an existing word in the Webster's dictionary, but we're going to use it because I like the way it rolls off my tongue. Collectablage. And we weren't quite sure if we were supposed to advance or not yet, so we did drop down and take a quick peek just to make sure we didn't miss anything. We're actually looking for a room that actually comes up after this treehouse. So here in a second, we're actually going to have a couple of things. And they could be most notably found by the green algaic pool in the back. Another word I think I just created. I'm not sure if algaic is a word or not, but I'm on a roll, so we're going to roll with it. Now, inside that pool, it is funky and gross and looks like a, what is it, a spirulina tea that you'd get at like, I don't know, a yogurt place of some sort. But let's not get caught up too much in that Jamba Juice stuff. We'll go ahead and make our way into the house, and we don't really see anything on the table, so we keep on keeping on, making our way into the kitchen, find some empty drawers, hopefully on some lower difficulties. If you guys are playing on them, you'll find some more goodies in there. I often wonder why they make drawers openable if there's going to be nothing in it. It's just a pain in the ass, really. So we'll find some ammo in the living room there, and we see some kids stuff, so we know that we're close to a kid's room. We know that we're looking for a boy's diary, and we know that we're looking for a optional conversation that takes place in a boy's bedroom. And luckily we got a little girl with us, otherwise that might be a little suspect. Grown man having a conversation with a foreign boy in his bedroom, not such a good idea if you ask me. All right, so we got the diary. It's wrapped up, and I know we didn't give you a whole lot of warning for this conversation, but they kind of happened so fast that it didn't give us a lot of opportunity to post it down there. But you can see down below, optional conversation number 9, talk to Ellie in the kids' room upstairs. So this is right after you climb through the tree fort, in case you're just tuning in. And there's a giant green algae-based pool, or as I referred to it a minute ago, algaic, kind of like angelic. Word creator. All right, when you're all ready to go, you're going to go ahead and advance into the garage, grab the last couple of items that are out there, and then help Bill open the door. This is kind of the no turning back part, so or at least for this part of the level. So if you have not grabbed everything, I would not open the door yet. You do see a little bit of a cut scene here coming up, and then we actually know that we have to deal with these guys, so we're going to try to take them out as quietly and easily as possible. And we're going to stick to the right-hand side because that is what we found the best way to get on top of this bus and noob everybody from up here. So you're a lot safer on top than you would be down below. They do see you as soon as you get up there, and they do try climbing up. So beware that you aren't totally safe, but you are in a much better advantage point up here. But this is where I was talking about earlier when I mentioned they can climb up from behind on the house. I was mistaken. It was actually right here on the bus. So you should always be aware that there might be a second way up to where you are. So always have your back up against a wall so you can watch every other area. And then you'll be safest that way. It's the best practice, if you ask us. That's how we play our multiplayer games too. Run around with a wall behind us so no one can sneak up behind us and knife us. It's a good theory to have. Not always possible, but. All right, and then along the right-hand side, once they're all toast, you'll find a big bus. You can work your way in between 2 of them pinched together, and then you'll get attacked by a couple more dudes. So be ready for some more runners. Thank God they're not clickers. Those guys are a pain in the ass. Go ahead and give that dude a knee to the face, a little jaw alignment there, realignment for that matter. Boy, and I almost met my demise there. Good thing there's that charge and run feature for when you're like just getting your ass kicked, which is nice. Bust out of that real quick. All right, and I don't think I mentioned it yet, but there are no more collectibles in this part of the area. So feel free to move on to the next video or whatevs. We should have a link for you in the video. If we don't, there is a playlist link down below for sure in the description. So between the two, you should be able to get right to where we're going. And we're pretty much just making our way up and out of here. She drops the ladder down for us, and we climb up and over into the high school yard. So we're officially in the schoolyard now, and we'll be moving on to the next video, High School Escape here. As soon as we get through this. So let me just point this out. When you get to this corner and you get to this far little window that they try getting into, there's a bunch of guys that chase you. Now, I was unaware of this, but I am already able to climb in the window, and I'm getting bum rushed and killed, and I should have ran and got in the window. So let me advise you to get in that window as soon as you can. You can see I finally figure out that it's open, and I run my ass, and I get in there with very little health to spare. So that will go ahead and wrap up The Last of Us Level 4 Bill's Town walkthrough Part 2. And we got one more in this series. We tried to make them a little bit less lengthy for you. Some of those 40-minute videos were becoming tiresome for me to make, long for me to render, and probably annoying for you to watch all at once. So we'll break them down a little bit more. Head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe here. Tell us your thoughts, people. Let us know what's going down. HappyThumbsGaming.com has trophy achievement walkthroughs now for you. So if you like the text versions better, head on over there. Maybe they can accompany you with your laptop, your cell phone, or whatever it may be to help you get all those items. And let us know what you think about all this stuff, because we're doing this stuff to help you guys. And if it's not helping you, let us know. Tell us how we can help you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, until next time, see ya.